All right, so let's talk sweet tea. It's a cultural staple, especially if you're in the South, right? It's a comfort drink, but you say it's actually one of the most deceptive drinks. And if so, why?
Yeah, well, I mean, you think about iced tea, this is herbal and everything else.
You think
but
it's healthy?
here it's sugar, and you put water to the sugar. It can have more sugar than 2 cans of Coke.
Wow. I have never had sweet tea.
Oh, it can give you a headache if you're not used to it. And the massive sugar load, talking about a blood sugar roller coaster. Oh my gosh, you're getting it boosted and then comes down so quick.
So it's caffeine plus sugar, which leads to adrenal stress,
Yep.
insulin spikes.
Oh yeah, adrenals are overloaded. And then when you start thinking about all of that combined, it can produce inflammation, which is joint discomfort. Your brain starts to become dependent on it because you need so much sugar. And when you don't have it, you start getting the headaches.
And I know so many people that get headaches often. So it progressively worsens fatigue because your body can't really access stored energy.
100%.
And yet people think sports drinks are better because, can't have a sweet tea, but we can have sports drinks. They're basically the same story with a different marketing.
Same sugary stuff, different bottle, different name, but it's just not as good.
Okay, let's hit number 3, right? Sports drinks.
Yes.
You guys know what they are, like the Gatorades, the Powerades, the electrolytes, superheroes. Why do these make our list?
Well, because these were created really for elite athletes, burning thousands of calories, and not for everyday people sitting at desk. The formula has changed from when I was a little kid to where you had the salts to now it's all just crap in it.
Yes.
Full of dyes. Thankfully, dyes are becoming more on the front of what they can do. And when you irritate the gut, here comes more inflammation.
And often they contain high fructose corn syrup, which leads to weight gain, which leads to liver stress.
Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be electrolytes. You get nothing but sugar. It's ridiculous. And so the electrolytes are really overshadowed by this massive sugar load. And when that sugar is absorbed, you think you're getting hydrated, but it actually makes you more dehydrated.
Right. Some contain BVO, brominated vegetable oil. What is that doing in a sports drink? It's a
crazy.
hormone disruption.
It's 100%. The best way to hydrate, man, is not with this.
No.
It's stealing your energy 100%.
Okay. So juice is bad, sweet tea is worse, sports drinks are sneaky, but soda is a different beast, right?
Good old soda, I'm telling you. Yeah. The American drink. Oh my God.
Soda, especially things like Mountain Dew. What makes this so dangerous?
The thing about Mountain Dew, it's a bright fluorescent green chemical cocktail.
What drink in nature you've seen like that?
Oh, it's just so bad. You talk about G-bomb, but this is a huge sugar bomb. When you have a huge sugar bomb, I mean, you just get spiked so bad and so quick. That's when the fatigue happens, and it's chronically fatigue. And you have insulin resistance, and you have the acid and it dies, and it's more gut irritation and disruption and mineral depletion.
Yeah, it's a strong link to visceral fat accumulation, right? Especially around the waist.
Extra sugar converts to fat, and that fat leads to more chronic diseases. The artificial flavors, the sugar, the caffeine. Talk about dopamine spikes and then the crash.
Oof.
It's a recipe for disaster, and they're highly addictive by design.
That's sad.
You got to understand what you're drinking.
So that brings us to the worst one.
Yeah.
The one that people try to fix their fatigue with. They're thinking it's healthy, but it's actually the biggest cause of it.
Yeah, it is.
Should we get a drum roll?